What's up, Oshini? It's MTG of MTG Reviews. So on this channel, we're going to be focusing on everything about cars. So on today's episode, which is our first episode, we're going to be looking at the VW Arteon. This car was launched back in 2017, and this particular model that we're reviewing here today is the 2018 R-LINE model with a 2.0 TDI engine. Looking at the exterior design of this car, we have a perfect marriage of a flowy and sharp design with a front look that is sophisticated with a sharp angled full LED headlights and daytime running lights, accompanied with one of the biggest grille you'll ever come across on any car, which houses the VW badge that doubles as adaptive cruise control sensor. Moving to the side, we have a sharp shoulder line, which is a big contributor to the look of this car as it connects the headlamps to the tail lamps. And if you haven't noticed by now, this car is a sport spec. Moving to the back, we have these slim looking tail lights. The back for me is just okay. VW could have done more, but I'm not complaining. And of course, looking down there, we have those fake exhaust tips. Moving to the tires, we have these huge low profile tires which will set you at 6,000 rands each, totaling 24,000 rands for all 4 tires, and they house these huge 19-inch sized wheels with turbine inspired design, and the gauge class that actually displays the turbines when you get inside the car. Working our way into the interior, if you've been on the VW Passat before, you'll feel right at home because it's basically copy and paste. We have this good looking steering wheel, and which is only on the R-LINE model, but they're not on the Elegance model. The Elegance model gets the VW Polo steering wheel, and we have this beautiful digital gauge cluster which is customizable. You can display different kind of information and open the navigation map. But you can only use the navigation map that comes with the car, but not the Google Maps if you were to plug in Android Auto, in which I feel like they should have and could have included, but they didn't. And working our way to the infotainment system, which is basically the same one that you get on the Golf 7.5R. The UI is classic VW, which is easy to use, and this one comes with gimmicky features as in like gesture controls, which you can use to skip a song by waving your hand. The dashboard is a good looking one with these ambient lights, and the seats that we have on this car are comfortable full automatic adjustable front seat, and we have the driver's seat gets a memory function and the massage function. Both front seats are actually heated. Working our way to the back seats, we have ample space even for really tall passengers, and the rear passengers are graced with their own zone of climate control, and the backrest of the middle seat can be turned into an armrest with 2 cup holders for rear passengers. Coming to the boot, we have 563 liters of space and 1,557 liters with the seats down, which is actually more than SA's trusted utility buggy, the Nissan NP200. The Nissan NP200 is at 1,250 liters. That's the clear indicator of the size of this car. The Arteon came with a 2.0 TDI diesel engine, pumping out 130 kilowatts and 350 Newton meters of torque, and the 2-liter petrol with a 206 kilowatts and 250 Newton meters of torque. The 0 to 100 of the diesel is 8.7 seconds, and the one of the petrol is at 5.6 seconds. Even though the diesel accelerates significantly slower, it's more fuel efficient and definitely soft on the pocket. It averages around 6 liters per 100 kilometers. The petrol is around 7 liters per 100 kilometers. The Arteon is suited with adaptive suspension, meaning you can set the ride to your liking. We have comfort, normal, and sport. You can select this on the drive modes on the infotainment system, and we have 5 different modes. We have Eco, Normal, Sport, and Individual, whereby you can mix and match the ride to your liking. You can change the engine response, you can change the suspension, you can change a lot of things there on the Individual tab. The Arteon is not a compact car, coming at 4.8 meters, which is around 200 millimeters longer than its indirect competitor, the Audi A5 Sportback. So it is a tank, it's a very big car, but to help negate its size, VW has fitted it with 360 degrees parking sensors and a rear view camera as standard. Well, let me start by mentioning that the Arteon is discontinued in South Africa, so it's no longer sold new, but you can get a good example at Auto Trader for around 600,000 rands. Let's start with how much it costs to fill up the tank. The tank is 66 liters and the price of diesel is 26 rands and 26 cents. Multiply those numbers, you're gonna get 1,733 and 16 cents. And the insurance prices are gonna vary per individual, but on this particular example, it's 2,400 rands. And the installment prices, say you get one at 600,000 rand on the dot, the installment price will be 12,675 rands per month, with no deposit at an interest rate of 9.75 if you were to finance it for 5 years, and it would go down to 11,407 with 10% deposit. So the monthly cost of this car is around 16,791, provided that you fill up once per month, and it would go down to 15,523 rands with deposit. I think that this is a good car. So in conclusion, I'd say if you were to get a good example, you should try it out, go for a test drive and check if you'd like it, because it's a very comfortable car and everything is expensive. So getting this car at 600,000, it's a bargain if you ask me. Yeah, so that's all for today. Don't forget to subscribe, like and leave a comment. So yeah, that's all for today. Thank you, Nakensa.